Welcome to today's episode of the James Wise Magic Review, and let's get started with today's review. We are going to review The Invisible Deck by Justin Kredible. First off, I would like to say that my lights are currently down, so right now a lot of this stuff is going to look really orange instead of the bright white color that my videos are usually in, but whatever, I'll live. And in case if you're wondering, yes, I did make this DVD cover myself, because when you actually get it, it's just like in this paper bag with like a little disc envelope thing, and I didn't really want to carry that around. I just want to add it to my collection of DVDs and stuff. So I just took a little case, made my own cover for it. Worked out pretty well. But anyway, what this trick is basically, it's been known all around the world through history as the greatest card trick in the world. The reason is because it's so simple and so direct. You don't have several phases that could make it kind of confusing. There appears to be no sneaky moves and stuff. It's so simple, so direct, and yet very powerful. And a lot of it just happens in the spectator's hands. What the effect is basically you tell. I mean, a lot of people present this in very different ways, but the basic principle of how this effect is presented is you have a deck of cards. Usually allow someone to hold it in their hands, and you tell them to imagine them opening the deck of cards up, fanning through the cards, taking one card, maybe your favorite card, or maybe it's just a random card, taking that card out of the deck, flipping it over, placing it back in the deck, and squaring everything up. So there is only one card face down in the entire deck. Place the cards back in the box, blah blah, and you just tell them to imagine that, not to actually do it, but just to imagine it. And then the magician says, "What card were you thinking of?" And say like the Seven of Hearts. You then open up the box, pull out the cards, and you spread through the cards face up. And you see all the cards are face up except for one card. The one card that you chose, the Seven of Hearts, is face down in the deck. And yes, this can be done with any card in the deck, and you can instantly repeat it. There is no setup. You don't have to, say, okay, I'll perform the trick again, but let me just turn around for a second. No, none of that stuff. Once you did the instant reveal, you can close the deck back up, put it back in the box, give it to the spectator, and say, think of another card, and it'll work instantly. Okay, so the DVD quality and the DVD teaching is, of course, why do I have to keep saying this? It's by Theory11.com. I'll post a link in the description below, a little below there, where you can actually view the trailer and purchase this DVD if you were so interested. But the quality is awesome. The only thing I didn't really like, and I've said this before, is the music for this DVD. To be honest with me, for my opinion, it was it was boring. A lot of the other Theory 11 DVDs, they had a fast tempo, it was nice, in your face kind of thing. It got you engaged, want you to learn magic. And the DVD was just really slow tempo, and made me it made me feel relaxed and made me want to fall asleep. To be honest with you, it was kind of boring. But that's beside the point. It has nothing to do with the actual trick itself. That's just the DVD itself. Just because, in my opinion, I find entertainment in watching the magic DVDs as entertainment as well as learning, but I like to just watch it for entertainment as well. DVDs such as this one, I can't really do it all that much because it's so boring. But the teaching, Justin Kredible. If you haven't heard of this guy, look him up on YouTube because he's awesome, he's hilarious, and you should probably turn to the Hub channel because he's also on the Hub channel a lot. Cupcake Wars and all that stuff. But Justin Kredible is an incredible teacher. Haha. That was totally no pun intended. But anyway, he's an awesome teacher. He teaches you everything you need to know with the deck, because yes, there is a gimmick. The gimmick is the deck. It's a trick deck. For those of you who are wondering, is the Invisible deck that's sold on Theory 11 different from the other Invisible decks sold on various other Magic websites? No. The Invisible deck that is sold on Theory 11 is the exact same effect. When this DVD first came out, I actually posted in the forums on Theory 11, I was like, is this the same one as all the others? And Jonathan Bain, who is the CEO of Theory 11, said, no, this is completely the same method. Although they do kind of throw in their own kind of Theory 11 twist in it, because usually invisible decks have been just the red and blue bicycle rider back cards. And with illusionists.com, they had their own kind of invisible deck, like Shadow Masters and Artifice and all that other stuff. Theory 11 made their own invisible deck, like Centurions, the David Blaine, Split Spades, a whole bunch of other ones I can't remember off the top of my head. I got the 125th anniversary invisible deck because the 125th anniversary deck is just awesome, and to have an invisible deck version of that is badass. Excuse my language, but it's freaking awesome. So I got that version. But other than that, the actual method itself is completely the same, and the method involves a little bit of math. It's not like long division or anything. It's just simple math. Like 8 plus 5 or something like that. Just simple stuff like that. But yeah, the Justin Kredible is an incredible teacher, and he teaches you everything you need to know. He even gives you a little bit of tips and hints to how to, try to get the deck, using the deck, fluid, and all that stuff. Okay, so my personal thoughts. My personal thoughts is, I've only performed this trick a few times, only because I'm still kind of practicing it. But the very few times I have performed it has been really awesome. People are like, "Well, it's crazy. How'd you do that?" And especially those times where people are like, "Whoa, do that again." You're not really supposed to do magic tricks more than once in a row, but I kind of did it, and still fooled people. So it was awesome. But before I forget. Because I know I'm probably going to see this in the comment section below. No, you cannot hand the deck out for examination. It's a trick deck. If you give it to them, they'll figure out how it's done. If you really want to hand the deck out, you're going to have to switch the deck out with misdirection. But the deck itself cannot be examined by a spectator. Alright, so some kind of final thoughts. This DVD can be purchased on Theory11.com for $14.95. Those are pretty good. I mean, it's pretty cheap. It's a lot cheaper than a lot of other DVDs on Theory 11 and a lot of other Magic websites, mostly because it's been out for a while. It's not like an original concept by Theory 11 artists or anything like that. So, you're getting your gimmick deck, and a really cool gimmick deck if you chose to go with a customized version. And of course the DVD itself. Justin Kredible is an awesome teacher. You get the deck, you get the DVD. $14.95 is an awesome price. And that's basically it. I mean, it's not. It's just simple as that. Card appears face down the deck, and it is incredible. You just look this up. So many people have performed this on TV. David Blaine has done it. Some magician did it on the Ellen DeGenerate show. So many people do this trick because it is an amazing, amazing thing. The only problem about it is the fact that because it's so easy and it's been around for a while, people was like, oh, that little easy trick deck thing, that's just sitting on the bottom of my drawer. But really, it really is a powerful, powerful effect. So I advise you guys, for you to go check it out. Like I said, I'll post a link in the description below where you can view the trailer and purchase the DVD if you are so interested in it. And leave a comment below as well if you want me to review any other things. It could be not just from Theory 11, it could be from any other Magic website. It could be a book, download, deck cards, PDF file, doesn't matter. Let me know, and let me know if you have any questions about this review of the Invisible Deck by Theory 11. So, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of James Wise Magic Review.